और लग के कर दिखाने में, मान लेने में कि जिंदगी ऐसे ही कटेगी, और सुबह 4 बजे उठ के सोचने में कि अभी तो बस शुरुआत है। किसी मैगजीन को हाथ में लेने में और उसी मैगजीन की कवर पेज पे होने में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वीआईपी सीट में और उसकी पिछली सीट में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वो जिसका मैदान ही खुला आसमान है, वही कल जमीन पर तो था। पूछोगे तो बताएगा वो पंछी, ये एक दायरे में सिमटने में और पूरी दुनिया को दायरा बनाने में बस इतना सा फर्क है। इतना कितना है? इतना है या इतना है? जो नापेगा वो जाने कि जहां धरती और आसमान मिलते हैं, नानपुर से दूर, अगर मगर शायद से दूर, वहां भी दोनों में फर्क बस इतना सा है। धरती और 7वें आसमान में फर्क बस इतना सा है। ये एक अंतर प्रेरणा है। ये हमारी, आपकी, हम सब की अंतर प्रेरणा है। एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ, मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ, मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत हैं पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क है। धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया।
Hello and welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us on this exciting New Year special series of 3 days. This is our second day of this 2024 special series, specially curated for ambitious investors on this new year. This year, you can start your business by discovering a carefully selected range of iconic and profitable brands, actively seeking franchisee partners in India with a proven track record of success. These brands are committed to providing extensive support and guidance to empower you in your entrepreneur journey. In our today's webinar, I'm going to introduce you with some great iconic brands with some great benefit. But before I start introducing you with the brands, let me just run you through quickly with the Q&A process. If you have any questions during the webinar, I would request you to please type your question into the Q&A box. We see some of you raising your hands while we run you through with the presentation and we come into the webinar session. But I would request you to, instead of raising your hand, you please write your question into the Q&A box. After each presentation, we will take up your questions. So without taking much time, let me just start introducing you with our first brand of the day. Our first brand for the day is Farah Khan. This is a famous fine gold and diamond jewelry brand with legacy of almost 2 decades with 14 plus outlets globally. We have Miss Alpa and Miss Dhruti from Farah Khan itself to tell you more about the brand and the business opportunities they have to offer you in the Indian market. I would like to welcome both of you here on this panel today. And I would like to request you to please brief our investor, our participants about your brand and the business opportunity you have to offer and present in 2024. Over to you, Alpa. You are on mute.
Hi, myself Alpa from Farah Khan. My colleague Dhruti, she'll brief you with the presentation first and then I'll go for the commercials. Dhruti, to you.
Hi. Thanks, Alba, and thanks, Neha. Hello, everyone, and wishing you all a very happy new year. Thank you for taking time out. And I would like to start with a video. If Neha, you can make me the host, then I'll be able to share.
Yes, you can share it. You can try sharing it.
Okay.
It's there.
Yeah.
I seek to know, so I must learn. When chaos finds beauty on chaos, you have to feel to be inspired. To find great beauty, one must look beyond what one can see, deep within the inner depths of one's soul. My life has been the unfolding journey of my existence. Until I discover myself, I shall seek to seek is to discover the world, and thou shalt find yourself, and thou shalt find me. For whom I will love, you shall see. You haven't really lived if you have your tale to tell.
Hi everyone. So as you would have seen that the founder, Ms. Farah Khan Ali, is an artist, is an entrepreneur, alchemist, and a visionary who travels the globe to, experience different cultures, architecture, and finds inspiration in these places, and then converts it into beautiful pieces of art with her jewelry. And as Neha said, we are a 29 years old legacy brand now. Our founder, Ms. Farah Khan Ali, started working when she graduated from GIA, and that's when her journey of jewelry designing started in India. And I would like to show you guys a brief presentation that talks about the brand, shows a little bit of the beautiful products that we create, the process, the commercial, and a lot of things that are related to the brand via this presentation. So that's the founder and designer, Ms. Farah Khan Ali. And would like you to welcome into the world of Farah Khan. So, as I said, she's been in the jewelry industry for more than 29 years now. And at Farah Khan Fine Jewelry, jewelry is not just a product. These are emotions, these are inspirations, these are beautiful gemstones that are encapsulated in products. Every piece is handmade with excellent craftsmanship. You'll see different kind of gemstones coming together to create beautiful pieces that are inspired from nature, architecture, and forms that are very unique. At Farah Khan Fine Jewelry, we make sure that every piece of jewelry is not just jewelry. They are beautiful pieces of art that are transformed through different processes. And one of our key strength is playing with gemstones and creating jewelry that are all one of a kind. So you'll see a lot of cocktail pieces, high-end bridal wear, everything where the gemstone and the play of gemstone is the highlight of the jewelry. And we've been known for years to playing with color combination and making beautiful pieces of art. So here again, you'll see one of our very haute couture necklace from made from tanzanites and a specially carved Colombian emerald. And these are the kind of pieces that we do, which are royal, which are nature inspired, which are beautiful. Here you see, how the piece has been hand carved in wax, the sketch, and then the final piece. So, the process is so intriguing, as well as it shows the effort that's gone into craftsmanship to bring something very new, very novel, and finished beautifully inside out. These are some of our signature cocktail ring that is a statement Farah Khan piece, which are our hot seller rings. They are striking and they like conversation starters. We also do pieces with carvings. Again, all these earrings and rings where you see color stone combinations become the key highlight of the piece, where beautiful flowers, beautiful earrings are created with specially selected and curated gemstones. Also, these are some of our achievements and things that we've been known for years. So here you will see the actress Beyonce wearing the crown which the designer had designed for Swarovski in 2008. And you will see a lot of Hollywood and Bollywood celebrities wearing Farah Khan fine jewelry at multiple occasions. She's also received, the brand also has received a lot of awards and recognitions over the years. And she's always known for her excellence in design, ethical practices, and promising products over the years in her journey. So the interesting part about our new Pret line, which is premium designer jewelry, Farah Khan Atelier, is that, like 3 years back, we all got hit by pandemic where, all our lives came to stand still. And we didn't know what to do because, we were all loss of hope. There was disparity in market, and a lot of us lost our loved ones. And that's when we decided that all these high-end jewelry will remain in locker, and we'll still have nothing to cherish or remind us that we are special. And that's how we launched our brand monogram, which is Ayat, in order to give people hope, in order to remind them that they are a miracle, because our monogram means miracle and it symbolizes the 4 pillars of our brand. So that time we decided that it is important for us to offer something to the market that's not just jewelry which is precious, but also jewelry which has precious meaning, that reminds us of something that is so meaningful that we often forget to do. And that's how we launched our Pret line, Farah Khan Atelier, which is a premium designer line where the highlight of the jewelry is our monogram. And the brand messaging is about, whenever you wear a piece of Atelier, whenever you wear the motif Ayat, you're reminded that you are a miracle of life, and you need to celebrate yourself more often, celebrate the fact that you are alive, and that itself is a miracle. So we started with a collection called Ayat, which is a celebration of our motif Ayat and the monogram. So you will see a lot of contemporary yet bold pendants, earrings, bracelets, rings that become beautiful day to night wear. But at the same time, they are more wearable compared to the Farah Khan fine jewelry, because today's generation needs something which is more meaningful. At the same time, it should be more appealing to the day-to-day wear use, and work wear, things like occasion wear. So these jewelry translate very beautifully from day to night and still are minimalistic yet very sophisticated and striking. Our brand ambassador Suzanne Khan is seen, wearing some of our best-selling products here, which is from the Ayat collection, our bands, our rings, our earrings. So these are some of our products that you will see. They're all made in ceramic, 18 karat gold and diamonds. We make it a point that all our products are beautifully finished inside out. As I said, one of our very strong pillars is that, that we don't just look at a product from the front. You will see all the product having beautiful detailing with our monogram Ayat on the inside. We make sure that when you look at jewelry, you feel that it's something so precious that you want to hold on to it. These are some of our, again, wearable pieces from the Ayat collection. Some playful pieces that we recently launched. You'll see a play of Jali again with the monogram, which makes the jewelry very fun and playful. So we launched with Ayat, and then we thought that, anybody who knows Farah knows that she loves to travel, and, she keeps hopping to one place from another in search for inspiration and in search for design. So it's very important that, we dedicate one collection to her travel, her love for travel, her love to explore places. So then we launched Amira, Here you see the material here, blue, is ceramic, and every color is dedicated to a city that she's traveled to. So we've used innovative technology to create these pieces which are very striking, which are designer like, and they are very different from what you see in the market. So this is our Amira collection, which is available in 12 different colors, where you see different forms that have been created using this ceramic technology to give jewelry which is very different from what you see in the market. These are some of the colors in the bangles that look beautiful then when they are stacked together. So our vision is to offer affordable luxury to millennials as a brand, because worldwide right now you see that people are buying high-end products in India as well, that you see people buying some of the top luxury brands, because they are looking for products that are very high quality finish that goes with their day-to-day dressing. And people are more into wearable jewelry now, more than ever. Like people buy more of the stackable stuff, playful necklaces. So we thought that why don't we use our design aesthetics to give something very contemporary, very designer like to people who actually want good jewelry. And we've been there in the market since 3-4 years doing atelier, and the response has been amazing, because something like this has been a miss in the jewelry industry, where people have designer products, there's a brand identity, and at the same time good design. So right now we are available in the US in 10 different stores of Neiman Marcus. In UAE we are available with Jawahar in 6 of their stores, and in India, across pan India, we are available at Kirtilas, Adrashi, Chosen, AS Motiwala, and BK Saraf at different locations, where we are in shop and shop model. This is how our display looks on jewelry, which again, we have taken a lot of effort to give it a very luxurious look, where the story of the brand, the story of the products are seamlessly conveyed. So just
I
to
think
highlight the
now,
top.
Dhruti, we can move towards the expansion as well as investment part, as we have limited time in between, and also we have
Sure.
some questions to take up. So if you can just quickly run everyone through with the commercials part.
Sure.
Meanwhile, Dhruti is opening commercials. Alba, would you like to take up some questions? As I can see, there are so many questions are coming into Q&A box, but
Sure.
as it's already
Should I-
there on screen, so I think we can just we can cover the commercial first. Yeah,
Okay,
Dhruti, please go ahead.
yeah, should I brief up or need she other girl is doing it?
I'm sorry. I'm
I
sorry, you
said,
said
should I
something?
should I brief the financials,
Anyone from
or
can
you
brief
can
it.
read
Yeah.
it, and any questions I can address however you are comfortable,
The
or the
questions
time
are there in
permits.
Q&A, and if you can just give us a little brief about the commercial part, what all is involved
Yeah,
into the
so
total investment that you can brief.
okay. As Dhruti showed you, we have two brands in Farah Khan. One is Farah Khan Fine Jewelry, that is one of a kind, that's couture jewelry. And recently, last 2.5 years, we've launched Farah Khan Atelier, which is a premium prep line. In franchise model, we have only franchise owned franchise operator. That's 4 model which we are looking at. Two models, one in the 500 square feet and one in the 800 square feet, with inventory value of 3 CR and a 5 CR. As far as margins to the franchisee, we give for Farah Khan Atelier 28%, and Farah Khan Fine Jewelry we give 25%. Since it's a fully owned franchisee model, we have a franchisee fee of 5 lakhs and 7.5 lakhs respectively on the smaller and the bigger model. 5 years is the contract period. We do have our exchange and return policy for franchisee as well as end customer, and we're looking for pan India franchise openings. Yeah, that's it. Anything else which you like apart from what I've read it, then anything else people want, I can brief them also.
Yeah, sure. I would like to take up some questions since we have a limited time slot and we have exceed 5 minutes. So I'll take up few questions. I will not be able to take up all the questions, but I'll take up few questions from the Q&A box here. Okay. So Mr. Jayesh is asking, what is the average ticket size of your products?
Yeah, we have a Farah Khan atelier, which is the average ticket size will be 1.5 lakhs MRP. And for a Farah Khan fine jewelry, we have 3.5 to 4 lakhs MRP of an average piece.
All right.
Because it's
Perfect.
high end. Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Pratik is asking, why aren't you selling online? Or are we selling online already?
We do have a website, we have one website, but since it is a high-end jewelry, people do will like to have a look and feel, but we do have an online website which we sell online. They can go to farahkhanworld.com and they can see our designs and purchase too.
Okay. One last question which I want to take up is Mr. Mukesh has asked 3 CR, 5 CR for inventory can be given against BG. Do you have this option available of bank guarantee?
No, we do not have BG option as of now available. Since it will be a franchise owned, franchise operated, all the requirements for bank related will be done by the franchisee only, not by the brand.
Perfect. Thank you so much. There are more questions already there in the Q&A box. I would request Dhuti to answer the questions by writing them. You're already doing it, so I would request you to do that. And if you can just stop sharing the screen for now. So
Sure.
thank you so much, Alpa ji and Dhruti, for joining us today. And I would
Thank
request again Dhruti to please answer the questions into the Q&A box itself.
Sure.
With this, quickly, I would like to move forward with our next brand for today. Our next brand is Car Spa. Their core business is to provide high-end detailing and car paint protection services in India. They believe in a science-based approach to auto detailing. They have 90 plus studios in India and abroad with 16 plus years of amazing detailing experience. We have Mr. Rahul Sharma and Miss Sonika Mehta from Car Spa to tell you more about the business opportunity they are offering into Indian market. I would like to welcome both of you here on this panel today, and I would like to request Sonika and Rahul to take the lead and brief us about the brand information related to franchisee options you're providing. Over to you.
Right. Thank you so much, Neha. Yes. Shall I go ahead, Rahul?
Yeah, please, Sonia.
Okay. All right. Fine. Hello and good evening, everybody. I would like to share my screen first. Just a minute. Yes. So before I go ahead with the business model and the requirements and what the business is about, I would like to focus a little bit about on the brand, that what is Carspa, what the brand has achieved, what it is. Proudly, it is, India's first detailing brand. It is India's very own detailing brand. We started in 2006 and we started franchising in 2007. We have come up with a very systematic approach of the franchisee chain of providing the high-end detailing services across the country, including the tier 1, tier 2 and tier 3 cities. We have presence in both all the kinds of cities nicely. We have done 25 plus lakh car details. So like you name it and we have done it. We have done Altos, we have done Ferraris, we have done ceramic coatings on private jets, bicycles, you name it and we have done it. So that's a very humble and a proud achievement for us. We are not 16, but we are actually 17 years old brand. We recently completed our 17th year in November 2023. Moving ahead with like what is car detailing, like once you come, if car and automotives interest you, then you would be happy to know that it's a very vast segment and there are a lot of different businesses built around the different requirements of the car. So some people are targeting the workshops and repairing of the car. Some people are into the denting and repainting of the old cars. Some people are into car accessories and decors. Similarly, there is one more industry which is called as car detailing. We work in detail here, but on what? Like we are doing grooming of the car. We groom the car in detail. So our job is to help people to maintain their car. Whether it is a 10-year-old car, we can transform it to showroom looking new, or if it is already brand new, we can take some protective measures to keep it looking new for coming 10 to 15 years. So as a detailing industry, it has a very good scope. It is our India is at the number third position in terms of car sales number after US and China. So as the number of cars are increasing, the demand for car detailing is increasing as well. We do three core jobs, that is car cleaning, car restoration, and car protection. Cleaning as in all the basic washing, interior cleaning, ceramic washes. If you have already protected your car with ceramic coating, we do ceramic washes also. If car is smelly, we can deodorize it. Restoration is the where all the transformation happens. Whatever environmental damage has come on the car, like there are scratches on the car due to parking under the sun frequently, our car color starts fading away, it loses the luster. So we can bring that new color back without actually repainting it in most of the cases. Windshields are hazy, headlights are yellow. All these things can be restored back without any replacement. And then comes our hottest selling services, which is paint protection services. Like, here the ideology is prevention is better than cure. Why do we need to wait till all the damages come on the car and then we restore it? We can protect it from day one. So there are two technologies available right now, which is ceramic coating and paint protection films. In ceramic coating, there is an upgraded version as well, which is called as graphene coating. Here we are applying some protective layers on the car, which helps your car from the environmental damages. Whatever damage comes, it comes on the coating or on the PPF, just like a shield between the environment and your own car. Right. So these are certain our exclusive labels. Crystal Shield is our coating label. This is only available at Car Spa franchisee throughout India. You cannot get this product anywhere else apart from franchisee. For Aegis, for PPF we have Aegis brand. This is again only our USP. We only sell this brand. This is only available with franchisee. Now, coming to that, this is industry. You've understood what is the industry. Coming to the very basic thing, that what do you make out of it? If you set up this franchisee, what are the turnovers that you can expect? So we are showing you 5 to 6 lakh rupees of gross turnovers every month if you own a car spa franchisee, which is a very conservative approach we have taken. Our average national sales is around 15 lakh rupees per store, considering all the cities of India. But to be very conservative, since you just suppose you're not working that hard, you don't get too many cars, or maybe you're working in a very tier 2 or 3 city, then also 5 to 6 lakh rupees of gross turnovers are easily possible. When I say that, how do I come to these conclusions? Like we have done our research based on the sales of our franchisees throughout India. But to give you the pricing range, like car cleaning and restoration are generally between 500 to 10,000 rupees for the customer, car owner. If he goes for the coatings, it is between 15,000 to 50,000 rupees of range. And if he goes for the premium ultra lasting protection like PPF, it starts from 80,000, goes up to 2 lakh rupees. So you have a vast spectrum to offer to your clients from 500 rupees to 2 lakh rupees for their car. So you are also making some, you also have some low ticket size services which can help in rotating your everyday business. Along with that, you also can offer premium services to the class of your customer. So that is how this. Now, if you go with CarSpa franchisee to set up a franchisee, what you can expect from the franchisor as a brand support. So there are a lot of things. We generally can, bifurcate it into two phases. Every business has broadly two phases. First is how to start it. Second, how to sustain it. So for starting it, we provide you all the machineries, we provide you all the raw material stock. Training, your induction training is also part of that. Our franchisee owners get a thorough detailing training, and your staff also gets a training in detail. But that's just a start. Mentorship continues till you are our franchisee. We also have our in-house architect, interior designer who helps you to plan your space according to our theme, according to the science of detailing, where you can work in an efficient manner. And your studio also looks glamorous. In combining all best of all the world, we provide you all the theme guides and project management system. Once you become the car spa franchisee, once your studio is up live in the market, then the harder process starts, that how to be sustainable now. So that is where our important support comes in. Like, we help you out with a complete, there will be a marketing support, right? There will be a dedicated relationship manager provided to you, whose main job is to help you to grow your business. He helps you with all the strategic inputs. He helps you to retain your workers. He helps you to improve your technical quality with the inputs. Right. Along with that, we do the marketing support as well. We have a in-house marketing team who is there at every single step of your journey. They help you. They do it on your behalf. They guide you for your marketing things. And those training sessions for marketing are n number of times. Wherever you are stuck, you can always be in touch with our marketing team. So those are the hand-holding support we give. There's an extensive, like I said, Google listing, Facebook, Instagram, micro website. You're listed on our official website. After doing marketing, there will be a lot of sales inquiries, but not everybody is going to buy from you. So how to increase those sales ratio? So there will be certain trainings for that as well. And there will be an R&D support. There will be a community support. A lot of like-minded people are already there. Like I said, 90 plus studios we have. So these are the detailing entrepreneurs working with us. Along with the head office team, they also provide you a lot of vision to start. Now, what will be the requirements? First requirement is to have a good studio. 2000 square feet of carpet area is the minimum requirement. The bigger studio you have, the more profits you can generate. So going for a larger spaces is always advisable. But considering the minimum requirement, that is 2000 square feet, it has to be in enclosed environment. Since we do ceramic coating, PPF, it needs dust free and AC way. So it has to be kind of, either you can get the shops, already built shops or showrooms, and you can do your interiors, or you can go for an open land and construct a proper showroom on it. Both the ways are possible. You will need team of 4 to 5 people in technicians to start with, and your investment to set up this business is around 18 lakhs plus GST. 18 lakhs covers all the things that I told right now, all the machines, material, training support, marketing support, business growth support. Everything comes under the 18 lakhs. Now, good thing is we don't charge you any royalty. We don't take any fixed share from your monthly incomes, and it is a one-time investment. We are a completely product-based model. So you keep on buying products from us. And so we have tried to create a win-win situation. When you have more business, when you get more cars, you need to order more products. And when you order more products, the brand makes out from it. So for us, it becomes necessary that you need to do business as a franchise. So our whole system is built on the win-win projections. So yeah, 18 lakhs is the investment for the franchisee, and probably 10 to 12 lakhs you will be needing more to do the interiors of your already built property. If you go with an open land, this investment goes a little higher. So overall, 30 lakh rupees of an investment is there. You can cover it up within 12 to 15 months. 12 to 15 months is in ROI period. And you start breaking even from the third or fourth month. So, where your income and expense becomes equal. So that's how it works. Yes, I guess. Rahul, would you like to add something? I have given the basic details.
So I want to just add because of the time. So I want to just give one matlab, thought process to all the uh, people. So Carspa is the number one company in India, and in terms of the support system, we will take care of 100% support, and that is the reason we are not charging any franchisee fees. We are not charging any royalty, and the margin structure is very high. And this is the beauty of Carspa. If you want to take out because a lot of companies are doing only cars, we have believe in the automobile, and India is the third largest automobile business in the world. And if we consider as a second-hand market where the detailing or the second-hand cars are coming, the India is the becoming a number one. So most probably currently they are on number two. So if you want to just take any information because of the time constraint, Sonika, we can just discuss. Neha, you have any questions, so we can discuss on that part. But I can say any franchisee which is be a part of our family, they are becoming a multiple partner. They are not stick with a one unit. We are opening in tier one, tier two, tier three city, and we are keeping a strictly 5 kilometer of radius to open the another store because we want to give a profitable store. We don't want to make a multiple store in the same region so that at the end the franchisee will start facing some issue. So we are keeping a 5 kilometer of radius to open the another store, and that is the reason our store average sale is 15 lakh rupees. That is the reason Sonika said if anyone will have a 4 to 5 lakh rupees a gross margin, the net margin will automatically coming around 1.5 to 2 lakh rupees, and that is the reason 12 to 15 months is the ROI period.
Yes,
Over to
correct.
Neha.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sonika and Rahul. I could see you answering all the questions. So I think we have already covered the questions which are being asked by the people in Q&A. So thank you so much for coming in and joining in for this webinar. So we have a limited time slot, as everyone knows, so we cannot make it really lengthy. So yeah, but the information which we should have delivered, we have already delivered to the people. And for more details, guys, we can get in touch with each other. So thank you, Rahul. Thank you,
Thank you, Neha.
Sonika.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks
you,
a
Neha,
lot.
for having us.
So with this, I would like to move forward with our another brand. The next brand for today is Talking Threads. They're inspired by tradition and moved by the modern world. Talking Threads complete dreams of brides and grooms with style, personalization, masterful craftsmanship, and attention to detail. So in wedding season, we all, especially the groom and bride, they look forward to go with a designer, attire. But it's not easy for everyone or anyone to go and afford the designers. When you talk about Sabyasachi, and there are so there are so many big names already there in the market and industry. But yes, we want to go for a designer wear. We want to take a designer wear which is affordable for all of us. Keeping this thing in mind, they have started Talking Threads, and we have today Mr. Gaurav from Talking Threads directly to tell you more about the brand specifications and the opportunities they are coming up with in market for the franchisee partners. So I would like to welcome you, Gaurav, on this platform, and I would like to request you to please tell us more about your brand and the opportunity you have for the partners to join hands with. Over to you, Mr. Gaurav.
Thank you so much. Trust I'm audible.
Yes, you're audible.
Perfect. So, Talking Threads is essentially a 10-year-old brand. So, for the past first 7 years, we were focused more on heritage. So we focused on fairly high-end heritage garments. And then we saw a change in the market, especially in the younger demographic, where people were focusing more on occasion wear and glitzy stuff and weddings as the primary occasion for Indian wear. And hence we decided to gradually move some of our key lines into the bridal space. And there we started encountering more success and quickly were recognized in the top 50 brands in the country, luxury brands in the country. We were awarded by ET, by somebody else, and a couple of other places. And then Mrs. Malvika Podar, the person who discovered Sabyasachi and so on and so forth, she what do you call, found us, and she brought us in to be the flagship for the Karma what do you call, Courtyard. So today we're a young brand in the bridal space. We're a mature brand in the couture space, but we're a young brand in the bridal space. Uh, and we've been well received in the bridal space over the last year, 2 years. Right now, we are currently, like she was mentioning, some very big names. Sabyasachi is our neighbor and our predecessor at the location that we currently are at. Right, so Sabyasachi also started out here. This was his second store. Right, so our current flagship store is the same store that Sabyasachi used to have. The difference is this, that we are not working on a premium pricing model. So while Sabyasachi operates at a 8x to a 10x, we are operating at a fundamentally different price with a goal of scaling the business rather than trying to keep it as a 1% business. So it doesn't cater to the top 1% of the country, but we want it to cater to the middle class and the upper middle class because that's where we think the opportunity lies. So if you look at the success of a Manyavar, right, it pretty much has become the Reliance Trends equivalent in the bridal space across the country, right? So it's the place to go to for pure value for money medical stuff, right? We don't want to compete with a Manyavar. We are definitely above a Manyavar. We don't want to be Reliance Trends. We want to be the Zara of India, right? So we want to be the Zara of the bridal space. So we want to be the fashion first but value centric brand in the bridal and medical occasion wear space. So that's the fundamental premise behind the brand. I can run you through a quick few slides, but the way we've set it up today, our flagship is at Mehroli, right? Like I said, it's the flagship store under the Karma compound. Our neighbors are Varun Behel on one side and Sabyasachi on the other. So the brand is well placed. Our physical presence currently is now at Azza at Altamount Road in Bombay, right? At Purnias in Delhi, at Purnias in Hyderabad, Azza in medical in Ahmedabad. So we're focused on. We started with a smaller medical shop-in-shop models outside of Delhi, and now we want to focus on two key stores. So we're looking for two key partners, one in Bombay and one in Hyderabad. The goal is that we use them as our primary partners to expand our physical footprints, right? And we're building a very flexible model to make sure they succeed because they will be the model for all future franchisees, right? So while the long-term goal is to build multiple franchises, and should these franchisees choose to become master franchisees for the cities, we'd be more than happy to accommodate that opportunity, right? Uh, Again, I can run you through a few slides. Is it possible that I share my computer?
Yes, yes, you can.
Yeah, one sec, share screen. So, so, so as a quick this thing, we are trying to build a mass prestige brand, a technology-led, capital-light mass prestige brand with the goal to scale it very quickly, to a larger size business. If you look at this thing that, there are lots of designer brands, actually, if you look at it, none of these actually cater to the middle class, right? The middle class budget is really shown over here, right? The average middle class bride's budget for the entire family's events is 7 lakhs of rupees, right? पूरे family के कपड़े शादी के उतने में आने होते हैं. And in reality, a simple lehenga from Manish Malhotra or a Rimple and Harpreet or a Gaurav Gupta costs as much as the entire family's clothes. Our goal is to cater to the middle class person, right here. And most of the Indian designers do not cater to that space. Incidentally, all the images in this presentation are real brides and grooms across the globe, right? Uh, as far as the market is concerned, it's fairly large. India is a young market, right? We have over 10 million weddings every year, right? So it's the largest. It's the largest wedding market today. It's the second largest wedding market today in the world. But if you put together all of our NRI segments, which is again, they're all coming back, whether it's Hyderabad, Mumbai, Delhi, they're all coming back for their vertical weddings, right? So it's one of probably the single largest ethnic market, a wedding market in the world, right? Of this market, approximately 20% is actually spent on garments, right? Which is what we focused on. The good thing about this is it's relatively free of international brands and international competition, and it's a perennial market. They're always going to be weddings, and in India, weddings are always going to be big, right? So this is an extremely large opportunity per se, right? Now, we want to, so for a more detailed discussion, we'd be happy to get into a competitive landscape, but we are very clear that there is a large white space that we want to dominate, right? Now, and we think that this is very possible to do, right? Uh, Fundamentally, in that middle class segment, there is no aspirational brand. The retail experience is fractured, right? And there is no real national brand below the established designers. right? The only two national brands that have emerged right now are Tasva and Vidikul and Manyavar, and they are also both catering to one part of the market, and that also the lowest end of the market, right? And in most cases, distribution and reach is also fractured, right? So again, we are trying to counter this with a tech-enabled capital light model. We will support our franchisees in inventory multiplication through technology, right? We will offer unique customization options which will not be available with any of the other competing brands. So this will create a how do I put it? So it will be they will have display styles rather than actual unless except for the lower end products where they will keep OTR off the rack to sell. But medical for most of the expensive pieces will be display styles which will be easy to customize, and these things will get customized for them the way they want, and that will also create a unique differentiator versus all the other brands which will be offering alterations only, right? National marketing play will happen behind this. We will back this with in the first year about 6 crores of marketing, and in the second year, hopefully about 12 to 14 crores of marketing. Right? We hope to hit television within the next 2 to 3 years, and then take this to a larger scale. Right? Again, uh, fully supported with a digital profile, fully supported with digital inventory and virtualized inventory, fully supported with what you call in-store tech for the franchisee, so that they can virtualize and extend their what you call make their money what you call ROI turn more frequently, right? The founding team is Pearl Uppal. She has been consistently rewarded as one of the leading women in business in India. Right, she was the CEO of Yahoo in India. Then she kickstarted Fashion and You, raised about $80 million with me on that one. We sold our shares there. Uh, so after that, we've been with in the fashion space with Reposo, in the fashion space with multiple other businesses, right? On the board of multiple other businesses in that, and then launched what do you call this particular business. We have a track record of making sure we are able to scale businesses and scale businesses profitably, right? I have also, I'm Gaurav, you can see here, right? Again, Fashion in You, Deals in You, built those businesses, sold those businesses, did an early stage fund, a bunch of other things. But fundamentally, we're people, we're professionals. We know how to scale businesses. We know how what makes a business successful. And we're very, very clear that we want our partners to succeed, because these will be a model franchisees the way we see it, right? Uh, Beyond this, we've got, we also supply to some global designers across the world, right? Some of the leading bridal houses: Thea Couture, Luna May London, Nardos Imam, Roberta Einer, Catherine Polk Bridal, Cherry Sami, Marit Thielsen, right? And fundamentally, we've seen success domestically. We're seeing some success internationally. Our gowns just got placed in multiple magazines in the West, right? We think that that's going to be another area we want to tackle. Um, and I think let me just summarize this without the deck, uh, right? So how am I doing on time, Neha?
We still have 5 minutes, so yes, you can cover.
Perfect. Sorry, I've been a bit rushed with this because we've just landed in the morning today, and I didn't know the format, and I just discovered the format right now. So while the other three people were presenting, I put this deck together for you guys to see. Uh, let me just add to that with some handwritten notes that I put together. Right now, our pricing is super aggressive, right? What we put together, what we provide in the same price is almost, I mean, it's a half the cost of everybody else. From a franchisee perspective, we expect the initial investment to be somewhere between 60 and 80 lakhs, right? Depending on the size that you have and the scale, and whether it's fitted out previously, not fitted out, so on and so forth. It can be as low as 50 to 60 lakhs. It can go as high as 80 lakhs, depending on the city and the location, right? And if it's owned or rented, and if it's fitted out or not, right? But we genuinely think it's that much. We will support the franchisee with a buyback till we with an aggressive buyback vehicle program, right? So while whatever inventory you pick up, we will have an aggressive buyback program for that. right? So we can rotate and experiment with getting the right inventory model right for you, though we've already got a reasonable amount of this thing in the two cities that we're trying, because we've got shopping shops in both those locations, right? Uh, I think the margins that we've kept for the franchisee are 40%, right? So we're sharing a large value. We're sharing a large value in an extremely aggressively priced product, right? And the goal again is to make sure you guys succeed and we can scale this. The goal is scale, right? Uh, so we've got about 40%. We think that this business, we're trying to configure the business model in a way that the franchisee breaks even in between 10 to 12 lakhs a month. I think that's a very conservative revenue estimate, but that's where we'd like to set up the model so that people break even quickly and we can scale this even faster, right? Uh, Beyond this, I'd be happy to answer questions. I'm sorry I'm not better prepared, but I'd be happy to answer questions and address any other queries.
Thank you, Mr. Gaurav. Very well explained. You said that you're not prepared, but I think you have covered almost everything. Okay, so Mr. Sudhanshu is asking about the investment part. If you can just put more light over the investment part.
So we've just signed up with Franchisee India, and what do you call, put together a broad investment piece, right? Fundamentally, from our perspective, the primary investment that we are asking for is in the what do you call, bridal inventory. The other inventory, and that would be possibly in that 30 to 40 lakh kind of range, assuming 1,000 square foot store. If the store is slightly smaller, it could be slightly less. But we would encourage a 600 to 800 carpet as a bare minimum, right? So it could be slightly less, but I think because what's right is between 30 and 40 lakhs as your store inventory, and about 10 to 20 lakhs for your medical other costs, right? Which would be the setup cost and the medical this thing. Because again, uh, we think that it can be done. We think it can be done possibly even lighter, but that's a location specific discussion, right? And an owner specific discussion, whether the land is owned, whether the store is owned, whether the store is. So it's a 4-4 model. It's a franchisee owned, franchisee operated, supported entirely by us. And the one time investment includes the digital investments that you'll make in terms of the digital infrastructure required to make sure inventory gets minimized in the future, right? That's broadly covered in this. So, and yes, this brand, Mr. Jayesh Sharma has also asked if this brand is in the reach of the middle class. Our brand is very, very, what do you call, in the reach of the middle class. Our products start out fairly inexpensive. So our bridal lehengas start out about 1.1, 1.2 lakhs, right? Uh, and these are like properly done bridal lehengas. And fully stacked bridal lehengas are like 1.8 to 2 lakhs, right? So what we've not done is we've not made the product lighter. We have fundamentally used technique substitution, right, to make sure the appearance is equally heavy, right? The quality is absolutely top notch, right? But we've reduced the cost by aggressive pricing and technique substitution. So instead of a French knot, you'll use a vertical, sequin and a top knot on that, right? So you're basically trying to use intelligent techniques, right? Which will visually not alter the look, but give you the same safai and cleanness in work. So yes, this brand is very much, it's established for the middle class. The goal is to make sure that we continue to cater primarily to the middle class, right? Um, I hope this answers your question, Jesh, right? We're between 25% and 50% of even aggressive entry level designers. So even compared to a Jayanti Reddy, we're 50% of our pricing, right? Who is not like compared to a Sabyasachi, we're 1/5 to 1/8. The same Shirwani we sell, right, as a complete set, right, with kurta, exactly the same thing, ironically. Right, we actually the quilted Shirwani we launched before Sabyasachi. He made it more popular, but we launched it before Sabyasachi, right? And the quilted Shirwani, right, we sell as a set with kurta pajama, what do you call, for 60,000, 59,000, 55,000, somewhere in that range. He sells the Shirwani alone for 1.8 with the what other pieces taking it to 2.7, 2.8, right? And that's a basic quilted Shirwani alone, right? So there's a 6 to 10x difference between large designers and us, and a 2x difference between the entry level, what you call mid-tier designers and us. So we are very much focused on building this out for the middle class. In Delhi, if you're familiar with Delhi, we are cheaper than Chandni Chowk for the product that we provide. Right? We are cheaper than Chandni Chowk. We are extremely competitive with what do you call this thing. The good news with bridal is that your portfolio continues to grow, right? Because every season nobody gets married again and again, right? Hopefully. Right? So, but other people from the family come for
You
different
can't be
occasions.
sure now. I mean,
You can't be
there are
sure now.
chances.
Yes, there are.
So
But
there are two
fundamentally,
more questions are there into the Q&A box. You've got a compliment
I've
also
got.
nicely explained. And
Thank you
if
so
there are any
much.
possibilities for FOCO model, since you did mention that you're only doing the FOFO model, wherein the franchisee is going to operate and they are going to own it. So is there any chance
So
to go for FOCO also?
there is a chance to go for FOCO. We will have to discuss it. Like I said, we are looking at 2 model franchisees to start with. We would be very happy to have that conversation. Uh, we would be very happy to train. We would be very happy to manage. We would be very happy to do all the various activities required to make the franchisee succeed. Like I said, we've just signed up last month, and we've been traveling for the larger part of that. But fundamentally, if you think FOCO is something that will help you succeed more, right, we would be more than happy to have that conversation.
Perfect. You're open and you're flexible to go with anything, irrespective, it is going to help the partner as well as you. So there was
We
one more
need the
query
first
I
two
did.
partners to succeed.
Yeah,
Our
exactly.
core goal is making our first partners, because they are going to be our spokespersons in the rest of the country,
Indeed.
right? We need them to become our spokespersons. We have a strong belief that a customer should bring a customer, and for
Exactly.
us, a franchisee is an internal customer.
True, true. One more query I did receive directly on my number. If you're open for Hisar, Haryana.
So at this point in time, our first goal is in what do you call is to set up Mumbai and Hyderabad. Uh, in our second stage, as soon as we're ready to go to smaller cities, we'll be very open to Hisar, Haryana.
So as of now, right now, you're not open for Hisar, Haryana. So one has to wait if they really want to go along with your brand only.
Yeah, so we're looking, we would be open to, let's just say, capital cities. So someone is asked about Udaipur, someone is asked about Chandigarh, right? We'd be happy to look at those. We'd be happy to look at a Chandigarh because it's a large city, right? Large market, large part of Chandigarh. About Udaipur, Sudhanshu, I'm not entirely sure. I'm not familiar with the size of the bridal market there, because at the end of the day, right, you have to bring the local expertise for us to succeed. Um, we will do our best to quickly address multiple locations, right? But the first 2 locations we have got on our charts are Mumbai and Hyderabad, but we would be open to major large cities and launching them simultaneously.
Very well explained. Thank you so much, Mr. Gaurav. Thanks a lot for sharing so much details about your brand. And I'm sure, I mean, we could see the questions which are coming and still are coming into the Q&A box, but unfortunately, we have a limited time slot and we have another brand to introduce with. So thanks a lot. If you want, you can answer the questions into the Q&A box directly by writing them. And meanwhile, I'll just move forward with another brand. So thanks a lot, Mr. Gaurav, for your time and information. I hope the brand detail which you've shared with our investors are going to benefit them in understanding the brand. And for more details, you can get in touch with them one-to-one. So
Thank you.
with this, I would like to move forward with another brand for today, which is the last brand, Vadilal. You all have heard about this name. We have already tried it, tasted it since our childhood. Vadilal is popular for its authentic, delicious, and wide variety of ice creams with enticing flavors. Today, Vadilal has evolved from a small retail outlet to a modern corporate entity through breakthrough approaches like constant upgradation of technology and customer-oriented services with brand legacy of 110 years in present globally. We have Mr. Balraj Singh. He is heading the entire franchisee development into North Indian market, Vadilal. Apart from North Indian, he is handling all the expansion area in Pan India, wherever the Vadilal is looking expansion right now. He's heading the entire market as of now. So I would like to welcome Mr. Balraj here on this panel today, and I would like to request him to please brief us about the opportunity they have right now and in which market, in all market they are present, because when we talk about the investment part, the investment is not very high here, but the brand name name is already there in the market. Everybody knows what Vadilal is, and what other specialty they have. So I would like to welcome you here on this panel, Balraji, and I would like to request you to please explain us about the business opportunity. I don't think so that you'll have to tell more about the brand, because we all know what brand is it. But yes, we would like to know more about the franchisee opportunity you have to share with us. Over to you, Balraji.
Thank you, Neha. Good evening, everyone, and very happy New Year to each one of you all. Neha, can I share the slide?
Yeah, sure.
Just 1 second. Yes, as Neha said, Vadilal. I don't think so anybody needs an introduction regarding Vadilal, right? And if I talk about this photograph shows, this is the first outlet of Vadilal. If I talk about way 1926, the Vadilal used to look like this. If I talk about the brand legacy, it has got legacy of more than 110 years. It started in 1907 and it has grown through pan-India level, and in 2019, 20, it got as a super brand. We all have tasted the ice creams and other part of the Vadilal. See, Vadilal, if I talk about, we have approximately 40 outlets in Gujarat. The facade looks something like this. The interiors like this. The photographs, the product range, if we talk about, right from sundaes to sizzler ice creams to ice cream shakes, scoops, hot chocolate fudge, shakes, everything is available in the new brand of Vadilal Hangout. The customer experience. It's, if I talk about, the next generation, the generation Z loves to have, ice cream, sizzlers, hot chocolate fudge, and every variety we do have in our outlets. The proposition, value proposition, if we talk about, yes, the brand legacy of 100 and, more than 110 years. It's well processed, the process oriented, organized and innovative with new, latest version of R&Ds and new taste and new flavors coming up. Strong supply chain pan-India level. If I talk about the ice cream market in India, in 22, it was considered as 194 billions, which is expected to grow 508 millions by 2028. So a huge market scope for growth here. Let's talk about the franchisee model of Vadilal. See, if I talk about the brand USPs, it has got a brand identity and the management, everybody is aware of it. The premium quality, timely supply of the raw material, the ice creams to the outlets, extensive reach, pan-India level, no compromise on qualities. We have all tasted the ice creams of Vadilal. We know the quality, creative and innovation. The new products keeps on coming in, keeps on adding. Marketing and brand support from the brand side, and definitely made with care. What kind of partners that we are looking forward for? Yes, we are looking forward for young entrepreneurs, who are looking forward to start their own business. Passionate people who want to start in food and beverage industries. The people having a property or the real estate, wanting to, be part of a reputed brand. Partners who want to experience and knowledge retail market. Existing business outlets wanting to become part of Vadilal. Entrepreneurs with a local connects. And now let's talk about the rollout plan. The Vadilal is already existing in Gujarat, and they have got a plan of expanding in West and North. If I talk about West side, Again, they want to deep dive into Gujarat itself with Ahmedabad, Baroda, Surat, Rajkot, Anand. If I talk about northern region of India, Delhi NCR, Chandigarh, Jaipur, Alwar, Shimla, Sonipat, Karnal, Dehradun, and Meerut. These are the locations that Wadilal at present in the first phase of expansion they are looking forward for, here, these locations for their outlets. They are going for a unit franchisees. If I talk about, inland retails and travel retails, inland retails means malls. If you are looking for malls, we are open for it. High street or commercial markets, we are open for it. Corporate locations, we are open for it. Education institutes, we are open for it. Travel retails like airport, a good metro station or a railway station, we are open for it. The franchisee model parlors, if I talk about, we are going for FOCO models only at this point of time. Markets, again, Tier 1 and Tier 2 cities. We are coming up with reasonable operational costs, attractive ROIs, and variety of mixes of the product quality. The location that we are looking forward for is preferably a ground floor. Margins or the revenue streams is through the margin on the products. The role and responsibility, if I talk about, the role and responsibility would be like taking care of the day-to-day operations, which a franchisee need to take care, the inventory management and check, the brand guidelines. It have to follow the brand guidelines and protocols, maintain the good relationship with the customers, maintain the outlet hygiene and other parameters, timely payments, hiring of staff and retention, and mandatory training before starting up the franchisee and the business. The brand support that we'll be doing it in two phases, pre-opening and post-opening. Pre-opening, we'll be helping you to select the store, the area, or unit development, the interior parameters, marketing and promotion activities, and equipment sourcing. The training would be taken care by the brand. Operational support like software, accounting, CRM, everything would be taken care by the brand side. Post-opening, business development. The new product development would be definitely, we'll be adding new products and all. Product supplies, consistent margins. The new products would be coming up with a decent margin. Billing and support. Marketing-wise, if we talk about, awareness campaigns would be run by the brand. Proposed celebrity and endorsement would be done by the brand. Social media presence would be done by the brand. Event and sponsorships, the brand will take care. Financial sides, the main key. The area that we are looking forward for is approximately minimum of 400 square feet. Total investment, if we talk about, it would be 19 to 21 lakh rupees. Franchisee fees, 2 lakh rupees plus GST, which is included in total investments. Average ROI, 65% to 75%, which is a good ROI percentage if I talk about. Payback, 21 months to say approximately 24 months. And the agreement would be for 5 years. Thank you from this side. Any other question rounds? If anybody is having questions, we are happy to take on it.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Balrajji. There is a question which I would want to take up from the Q&A boxes. Are you open for South? I'm not sure if you are open.
No, we are not open for South. We are open for Gujarat in West and North India.
All right. So you have already mentioned that you're open
Yes,
only
in the presentation.
and if you can just put a little light over the setup, because we were talking about the setup and it is mentioned as Hangout. So if you can just
See,
put a little light.
it is a pure sitting area. It's a cafe where people need to sit with teenagers and all class. If I talk about all age people can come, sit down, spend a good quality time, enjoy the ice creams of Wadilal. It's a more like a cafe.
Perfect, got it. One more question is there. Are you open for Udaipur? I think that's there in the
Udaipur
bucket.
we can think about because we are going till Alwa, so Udaipur can be taken care of.
All right. So, Mr. Sudhanshu, Udaipur can be taken care, or we can consider the Udaipur market. We can get in touch with us for the further communication. All right. Mr. Pratik is asking, would we have flexibility to offer discount?
See, the margins, if I talk about, there would be a set of things. Say, take an example, if the commodity is being rated, on the MRP, if I talk about, say, 100 rupees, if MRP is there. So you have a good margin of, say, around 65 to 75%. Right. So the discounts and other parameters would be taken care by, what do you call?
The brand.
Yes.
All right. Got it. One more question is there, but I think you've already covered about the investment. Mr. Sudhanshu is asking about the investment part. So, Mr. Sudhanshu, Mr. Balraj has covered the
approximately-
investment part, which is
Yes.
19 to 21 lakh, which includes 5 lakh rupees of franchise. It's 2 lakh rupees of franchise fee, if I'm
It's
not
a
wrong.
2 lakh.
2 lakh rupees of franchise fee. Yes. So this is the investment, and he's asking, are we doing FOFO model?
No, it is a FOCO model where you have to you are the owner of the franchisee and you have to operate too.
Perfect. So it is a FOFO model. Yes, Mr. Sudhanshu, it is a
complete
FOFO
FOFO
model,
model.
a franchisee on franchisee operated model. They're offering. So yes, the model is same which you did discuss. So thank you so much, Balrajji. Thanks for your time and your patience. For coming online and sharing the brand details. As we did mention, we did discuss initially itself that this brand is a brand which everyone knows since their childhood. And I'm sure there are so many people out there who are having this, the products, specifically the ice cream of this brand almost every day, because it's a part of their family or their daily requirements. So thank you so much for briefing us about the business opportunities, the franchisee opportunities along with this brand. Thanks for your time. Guys, tomorrow again we are coming up because tomorrow is going to be the last webinar for our New Year special, which we run for 3 days. And tomorrow we are going to introduce you with some international opportunities. I have shared the registration link into the chat window. You can get yourself registered in advance and you can join tomorrow at sharp 7. So I'm going to cover some gaming and education brands along with some food brand into our tomorrow session. The all brands which we are going to cover are the international brands, and you can have the international exposure if you really want to join hands with some international brands. So it's a wonderful opportunity for all of you to join in tomorrow and explore international brands for your business fulfillment. And I'm sure the brand details which we have covered today are going to help you in finalizing related to your business opportunities. If you're really planning to start up something, since we have already entered into a new year, we have started to 2024. And if you are serious about starting a new business, so I think you're serious. I'm sure you're serious. That is why you're coming and you're giving your time to these webinars. So we are trying to give you the maximum information with the multiple industries, with the iconic brands as well as international brands. And I'm sure that you are taking something out from this webinar every day. So tomorrow we are going to do our last webinar for the New Year special series. And I would request you to join tomorrow if you want to explore international brands. I have shared the contact details. If you want to discuss, so my team is going to get in touch with you within a day or two. But in case if you want to discuss anything in one-to-one, you can reach out to us. You can write us at feedback@franchiseindia.in. So thanks a lot for your time.